It's the OCG Fam Show. If you're using a dehumidifier, what are you doing with all that water that collects in it? Let's talk about it. Hey there, Bob from Oregon's Constant Gardener. Welcome to the OCG Fam Show to you, my YouTube buddies. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Let me know in the comments and we'll talk about it after the show. But right now, let's just get into the show. Am I acting weird? I don't know, I feel weird. Doesn't matter. Dehumidifier. A lot of people have to use a dehumidifier in their grow, and when you do that, it collects all that water. And we had a question. It's not a earth-shattering topic, but a lot of people have asked. It's come up from time to time. Can you use that water in your feed mixture for watering your plants? It's a good question, and Scott and I talked about it a little bit in the clip I'm going to show you. I hope you'll watch it, and I'll talk to you after. Let's see here. Mark Maccabee. I've been seeing people saying that they reuse their dehumidifier water. What is your opinion on this? Could this affect pH and alkalinity? Is there enough water that comes out of that thing to I mean...
If you're in Michigan, you could almost fill a reservoir with it, Kevin. It pulls humidity out of the air, so...
Yeah, so would you use... I mean, we're not talking about using this exclusively for your water. We're talking about fortifying your water with this. Does it fortify your water? Does it make your water better?
It's distilled water. I mean,
so no, it's
broken water because it's the evaporative water in the air that the machine's pulling out. If you have I've used it. I've not run into problems before. Like in a pinch, I didn't want to use chlorinated water fresh, so I just pulled it out of my DU and and then I had a breeder come to me once and was like, "You never ever do that." And the reason was legit, but it's not necessarily everybody's issue. But if you have mold, mildew, a pathogen that's airborne, and you're sucking that in and you're putting it into the distilled water in the reservoir and it gets past the filtration and then you water it back in, you're just recycling your nightmare.
Well, also you've got this water just sitting in there. You've got stagnant water to some extent, even though it is distilled water.
I'm shocked, man. I can feel like in my little grow in Eugene, Oregon, I mean, I can pull 1.5 gallons a day of distilled water or evaporative water from the dehumidifier. So, I mean, it doesn't sit in there very long.
Okay, but this is still, it's not a still. This is not like it's purifying that water as its job. It's just, this is a byproduct of it. So that the machinery...
Because once the water leaves the plant and is evaporated, it's pure.
Well, but
then it has to come through a dirty-ass machine that's been in your grow room for 9 months.
That was not made
never had the filter cleaned
for
up,
that.
So
that's what I'm saying, is that if you had a still where you were making... this water, yes, but you're also taking that water and then dumping it into here and leaving it in that little tank there that's suspect at best.
I would question it myself. I'd be concerned.
So you would say, probably not.
I've tried it. I didn't get bit, but I think more people have been bit than not. And I think if you look around and you see any hyphae growing in anything, those spores are airborne, and those spores will be gathered up in your solution.
I was not the same thing, but I was growing all those peppers back at the store, and I had someone bring in one of their little fudgy little plants, and next thing you know...
Mildew.
And you're like...
white feathers.
You think you're bulletproof. You're like, oh, it's going to be fine, and then it hits you, and you're like, no, I'm not bulletproof.
Well, I don't take clones, because I've learned nobody's bulletproof and everything... I don't date other people's girlfriends for that reason.
Okay, what do you think of that? Informative, entertaining, helpful? Let me know in the comments. Chat about that or anything else. And I just texted Scott a little bit ago about doing a viewer questions episode this week. He's pretty busy, but I hope we'll be able to work that out. And if we do, hope to have your question on there. So throw them in the comments. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. The OCG Fam Show. It's pretty good. It happens every day. It's the OCG Fam Show. See you tomorrow.